The first round of bids to buy Manchester United have gone in yesterday on the 17th of February. In this video, we will be explaining the bidders and who they are alongside their vision for the club and future. There are 3 bids which have been made public. One is from the English Manchester-born billionaire named Sir Jim Ratcliffe, who owns the company Ineos. Mr. Ratcliffe is worth an estimated £13 billion and his company Ineos' yearly revenue is around £50 billion. The next bidder is Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani, the chairman of one of Qatar's biggest banks. He is the son of Qatar's former Prime Minister and is the older brother of the current Emir. Ms. Al Thani will have access to all of the Qatar royal family's wealth, which is estimated around £350 billion, but in most cases it is actually much higher. The third bidder is the American hedge fund giant Elliot, who have a yearly revenue of £110 billion. They previously owned AC Milan and sold it not long after purchasing it. There are another 2 mystery bidders that are interested, and reports are coming out that the Rain Group will allow another round of bidding, as their aim is to get the biggest offer. Rumors are that it is another American finance group and a collection of private Saudi investors. The offer from Sir Jim Ratcliffe is valued around £4 billion. Wall Street banks JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs have agreed to help with the debt. Manchester United fans are worried that there will still be debt on the club. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has assured everyone that the debt will be taken on by his company Ineos, not Manchester United. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has offered to buy majority shares from the Glazers, but not all of them. However, nobody quite knows who will own the other shares, maybe the Glazers or the fans. Mr. Ratcliffe quotes, "We want a Manchester United anchored in its proud history and roots in the northwest of England, putting the Manchester back into Manchester United and winning the Champions League." The bid from Qatar and Sheikh Jassim bin Hamad Al Thani seems to be pleasing a lot of Manchester United fans. They are saying all the right things which will take Manchester United into the future. Sheikh Jassim's consortium said the bid plans to return the club to its former glories. The bid will be completely debt-free via Sheikh Jassim's 9-2 Foundation, which will look to invest in the men's and women's football teams, brand new state-of-the-art training centers, the stadium and wider infrastructure, the fan experience and the communities the club supports. The vision of the bid is for Manchester United to be renowned for footballing excellence and regarded as the greatest football club in the world. They have boldly claimed that they will not take any profits from the club and reinvest them back into the club or the community. They plan to redevelop the area of Old Trafford and build a couple of 5-star hotels as their Qatar Airlines already lands at Manchester Airport. However, his consortium did not provide any details on the amount they propose to purchase the club for. PSG President Nasser Al-Khelaifi is set to be a key figure in any Qatari ownership bid, even if he could have no direct involvement in the club. However, because of UEFA rules that prevent multi-club ownership, any Qatari bid to buy United in its entirety would have to come through private individuals or a different organization. The prospect of Qatari investment in a Premier League club and 2 major European teams being owned by the Gulf country has raised concerns among human rights and LGBTQ+ groups. Dual ownership of football clubs presents a conflict of interest between a potential Qatari purchase of Manchester United and their current ownership of PSG. A number of football clubs have written into UEFA to block this deal. However, Sir Jim Ratcliffe is facing similar questions as he owns French club Nice, who are 4 points off a Champions League qualifying slot. Human rights group Fair Square wrote to UEFA President Alexander Ceferin and Premier League chief Richard Masters to highlight several issues of serious concern to the Qatari government owning United. Manchester United LGBTQ+ fan group Rainbow Devils said on Friday, "Rainbow Devils believe any bidder which seeks to buy Manchester United must commit to making football a sport for everyone, including LGBTQ+ supporters, players and staff." The third bidder, American hedge fund Elliot, are not said to be looking at a full-scale takeover and instead wants to help provide the financing for a bid. This is what the Glazers wanted, and this bid could be the most realistic auction and result as Joel and Avram Glazer would still be in charge, but with funding from a major business. This is not what Manchester United fans want or wanted, as this means the Glazers and all current United staff like DOF John Murtov and CEO Richard Arnold would still be running the club and nothing would change. So with 3 serious offers on the table, who would you think would be best to own Manchester United? The media are leaning towards Sir Jim Ratcliffe as they think a British-born owner is best. Majority of the fans would like the Qatari bid to be successful, as this means Manchester United would become one of the biggest powerhouses in the world and would be able to buy players like Kylian Mbappe with no issues. However, Qatar's human rights history provides a stumbling block. Lastly, do you think the Glazers would still be in charge with backing from the hedge fund company Elliot? In the next few days, more and more information will be coming out, and maybe Manchester United may have new owners by Easter. Stay tuned.